guy. Man, it's been a while since I've been with you guys. What's up, guys? Guess who's back? You know, it's been a while. I haven't been here in a long time. And, you know, it's not, I won't lie to you and say, honestly, I just haven't felt like it. I really just haven't felt like it, and I'm sorry about that. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time because, like, it is what it is. I was busy, but that's not like the only reason. Like, I had a lot of catching up to do this hot girl summer with like friends I hadn't seen in, like, my best friends who I hadn't seen in 2 years. Like, that was honestly an amazing time. Love them, miss them. It was a cute time. It was a really cute time. But you know, now it's hot girl semester. We're getting back down to the books, back down to the nitty gritty, and your girl's back in school. You know, it's been a long time since I was in school, and I'm really happy about it. Like, I love my new program, love my new school. Yeah. Whatever. If you hear this annoying sound, it's my air conditioner. I will not turn it off. I'm just letting you know what it is. So yeah, you know, I just thought I would get back to, what was the last video I even did? It was a rant video. That video got a lot of controversial feedback. And I just felt like, you know, people didn't know what I was actually trying to say. And I was just like, I mean, if you don't get it, that's, I'm not sorry. Like, I'm not sorry that you don't get it, but like, I'm not wrong. Like, to you, you can be right. To me, I'm also right. Like, we just have different opinions. It is something that's difficult to say. I mean, difficult to hear. But like, you know what? It is what it is. It was my Nike plus size mannequin video. If you want to go watch it, it's over there somewhere. So let me just not talk too much. I've been gone. I'm back. It is what it is. So let's talk about what we're talking about today, which is going to be things that piss me off about girls. Things that piss me off about us, about women, not me in particular, because I don't do these things. At least I don't do them anymore. And like, things that just really bother me about how girls act, and like, not just girls in my city, like not just girls in Windsor, Ontario, like girls everywhere. But like, I feel like in Windsor it's huge, but like, again, it's not just here. And it's honest, it's so annoying. But like, that's why, like, now I'm like a really, really bubbly, outgoing person. Like, I'm just, it's easy for me to make friends. It's easy for me to be in social situations. I've always been like that. But like, now I prefer actually to spend a lot of time by myself. I'm like extroverted by nature, but I feel like I'm actually becoming more ambiverted because I really enjoy spending time by myself, whether it's reading, listening to music, writing, just, you know, spending time, Netflix, you know, just doing things on my own. Like, I'm really easily entertained by myself. Yeah, let's get into it. So things that really annoy me about girls, the first one I'm going to talk about is jealous girls. And I know that's really vague, but when I say jealous girls, honestly, I think the ugliest thing you can be is jealous. It is so ugly. Like, I'm not going to name any names, but like, I've had a specific friend who, like, I thought everything was fine, whatever. She was such a like genuine person, like, or so I thought, like, such a sweet person. We would go out, have fun together, you know, chill at home together, make plans together, do different things together, great time, work out together, blah blah blah, whatever. So like, when girls, like, I don't know if it's because, like, the thing is, I still don't know why we're not friends. Like, I actually just genuinely don't know if it was necessarily out of jealousy, but like, basically, like, long story short, she went and told some friend of hers who had sort of become a friend of mine that, no, she told me that this guy who I met, like, friendly acquaintance, whatever, who was her good friend, she told me that I apparently make him uncomfortable, and that he told her that I made him uncomfortable. And I'm like, what? I don't really talk to him. Like, I've only talked to him the one time I met him, because I'd only met him one time. And like, I'd messaged him a couple times about like an event going on, like just information about that, or like he responded to my story once, I think, and I responded to his story once. And then I was just like, wait, what? What's going on? And then she's just like, oh, I'm not acting like anything. And I'm like, no, you're acting weird. She's like, I'm not acting like anything. And I was like, okay. Then I was like, you know what, it's not a big deal, because I know I didn't do anything to make this person uncomfortable. So I was like, it is what it is. I let it go. But then a couple of months ago, I just happened to be talking, a couple of weeks later, I just happened to be talking to him. I was just like, hey, you know, like, what's going on with this girl or whatever? Like, have you seen her in a while, whatever? Just wondering how she is, because I had no bad blood. Like, I didn't know I did anything. But like, I was already starting to get some weird vibes because I wasn't seeing her as much as I was before. I used to see her like every day. And then it became, I was seeing her like not really at all, but she was also not in town. And like, my best friends were in town, and these are people I hadn't seen, and I was also living with my best friends at the time. So of course I'm gonna be with them, and they don't know her. So I like, my best friends come before anyone else. I was like, yeah, so can I just know like what it is that I did to make you uncomfortable? Because, you know, this girl said that you said this about me. And I was just like, I don't know what I did, but if I did anything, can you just let me know? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, yo, I never said that. And I'm just like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, I never said that. And I'm just like, okay, but like, screenshot here. Yeah, so she removed me. I removed her. I added her back, screenshotted it, then deleted her again. And I was like, screenshot, this is literally what she said. She said that you said I made you uncomfortable. Like, he's like, I have no idea why she would say that. And that's not true. I didn't say that. And I'm just like, micro calculations in my head. What is the possible reason you could just randomly go and tell someone that someone else thinks you make them feel uncomfortable, unless you either feel threatened by them or you're looking for attention? Like, I don't know. But like, I went to my best friends, I was like, yo, this girl that they already didn't like, but they already had some feeling about her and they've never met her. They're just like, this is what happened. Like, she randomly just lied and said to this person that like made up some lie. And they're just like, yeah, she's jealous. And I was like, jealous of what though? They're like, honestly, it's probably because she felt threatened. It may not be something she consciously thinks about, but like, girls will just do things. She might not have been thinking about it like, oh, in her head, I am jealous of this person, and so I will do this. Like, no, I'm not saying, like, that's not what I'm saying. But like, honestly, that's a conclusion we all came to. Like, that you might feel threatened by someone. Honestly, I don't know why. Like, I just feel like the truth of the matter is that it's just so ugly when you find your own friends to be threatening. Like, when you don't ride for your friends, you don't want the best for them, you don't want you guys to all level up together. That is hideous. That is ugly. I don't care if you're the most beautiful, aesthetically pleasing person ever. If you do that, you're ugly. Like, I will see you as an ugly person. I can't even imagine not wanting the best for my friends. Like, I cannot imagine that. Like, I can't imagine like doing something to make my friend look bad, to make my friend feel bad. That's completely fabricated. Like, for no reason. It'll be a cold day in hell when another woman makes me feel bad about myself because of something that she has that I don't have. No, that's not how it is. At least anymore, like I said. Like, if someone else has a quality or something that I necessarily like may want, I will work towards. If I don't have it, I'll work and do the work and what it takes to get it. Like, that's an easy solution. If you want something, do the work to get there. Like, easy. We don't need to just be hating on our friends. Like, it'd be the people who are the closest to you. Like, this girl was very close to me, who literally want you to not succeed. Like, for me, I can cut you off like I have gum in my hair. It is nothing. It is literally nothing to me. If I get the slightest bit of negative energy from you, negative vibes from you, you're out. Like, I don't have time for it. I need to be building myself up. And like, if you're not on that same wave as me, then you can go drown in someone else's wave, because you're not going to be riding mine all the way to the top. That's just how it is. The next thing is girls who aren't about it. What is so annoying to me is, like, when I say girls who aren't about it, I mean girls who literally will talk some big game, and then when you see them in person, it's like,
hi, oh my god, you're so, like, you look so cute today.
Twitter fingers are ugly. They'll just be online like, this girl pisses me off. They'll like low-key shade you. Like, they will watch your stories, send it to their group chat, think you don't see it, but we do. In person, it's hi, oh my god, like, don't touch me. If you don't like me, don't touch me. Don't hug me. Don't look at me, because I don't see you. So why are you looking at me? Like, I don't want you in my space. Like, if you have some issue with me, because personally, I don't have issues with people. If you bring something negative to the table, you're just excused from the table. Like, I won't see you. You're no longer at the table. Like, I only see people at the table. So like, I don't need the energy all up in my circle. People act as if you're forced to follow people. Like, if you don't like me, why are you following me? Why are you sending me to your group chat? Why do I take up so much space in your mind, in your time? It's just ugly. Like, people who aren't about it, like, it's fake. Well, like, obviously everyone hates fake people, but that's the kind of fake that just really it's so annoying. Like, I don't know why you need to be talking about me, looking at me. Like, they'll follow you, but they will never like your pictures, but they will watch your stories, send it to people. They'll be the first one to click on your stories, and then they're acting like you're doing something to them. Like, it's not my fault. You and your insufficient selves can go be excused. It's go bother someone else. That's really all there is to say about that one. Next is girls who take their beef everywhere. What is so annoying now and why I barely go out anywhere, not just because I don't necessarily want to, but because girls are so ratchet. Like, when I say ratchet, I don't mean like doing funny stuff like I do. Like, I just act a fool and I don't care. Like, not stuff like that. Like, girls who take their, when I say take their beef everywhere, I mean like they will literally be taking off their shoes in the middle of the club to scrap over a nigga. Even if it's not over a nigga, it'll be over some girl beef that they have. Why do you not like yourself? Why do you want to disgrace yourself in that kind of scene? Like, why? What about that equals good idea in your brain? That's something that's literally like when girls fight, like when girls like fight, that kind of ties into the fourth one. The fourth one is girls who fight, but it's also the same as girls who take their beef everywhere. Like, one, if you're over the age of like, I'll give you 9. If you're over the age of 9 and you're fighting in public, that makes no sense to me. Like, there's no actual reason why you need to be physically fighting as a grown adult, as a teenager. I don't care. Like, why are you fighting? It's like we're taught as children. That's not how you solve your issues, especially over the dumbest things. Like, they'll be fighting over a guy who was talking to them and also talking to her, and instead of using their anger to like direct it towards the guy who played them, they'll be directing it towards each other, as if we're all not going to film them and they're going to look stupid the next day because they were drunk and they made decisions that they're like, oh my god, I'm never going out again. They're out the next week with their shoes off again doing the same. Like, that's not cute. That's really ugly. It's so ugly. Like, all these things are so ugly. And they'll be like, the same girls who are like, I'm the baddest. Well, I'm the baddest. Like, I'm this. I'm that. I'm this. Nigga. But you're taking off your shoes and fighting over a nigga in the club who never cared about you in the first place. And it never mattered because he's going to cheat on you anyways. If I were a guy, I wouldn't respect someone who acts like that. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's your fault that the guy cheated on you or like played you or whatever. But like, if I were a guy, I wouldn't respect someone like that. I wouldn't even like go after them like that. Like, that's so ugly. Girls who have private beef and then want to settle it in public settings, why? Does the disconnect not exist in your mind? Because it exists in ours. Like, we're like, what are you doing? But they're just like, this seems like a good idea. No, it's ugly. It's so ugly, and it makes you look immature, stupid, and that you don't have the intellectual capacity to actually deal with this with your words in a setting that's appropriate. Meet up at school, like, hash it out. If it's someone that's important to you, take the time in actually like solving the situation instead of being like, hey, I'm at this party, this girl's at this party. You probably knew that this person was going to be at this party. If you don't want to see them, don't go. Like, you won't die if you don't go to one random house party on Rosedale. Like, you're not going to die. Stay home, catch up on some sleep, do something productive. I don't know, but you didn't have to go. If you really didn't want to see that bitch, you really could have just stayed home. Next, girls who think shouting is winning. This is also tied into fighting, like, coincidentally, but like, girls who think that shouting, like, I call them the Cardi B type girls, Barty gang, they're all like this. They think that if you just keep repeating yourself and repeating yourself and repeating yourself and getting louder and louder and louder, you're winning an argument and that you're making any sort of sense and that your volume is adding to your argument. Who told you that that's how life works? Like, that's not how it works. You don't just shout down at people like you're clapping like, I just think it's funny. Like, no, it's so ugly, it's so unbecoming, and it's so like ratchet, stereotypical, and it's just gross. Like, why are you, like, we can be having a civilized conversation and you can just be whining. You just sound like a drone, like just a siren, like a whine. Like, that's how you sound. Like, you're just screaming and getting louder and louder and making yourself look dumber and dumber and dumber, and like, all you're doing is drawing more negative attention to yourself. But these are the type of girls that can't differentiate negative and positive attention. As long as it's attention, hey, they're all for it, and that's sad. Go see a therapist. Why can't you just like actually communicate your points and like articulate properly and actually reach an understanding, maybe agree to disagree or whatever? I mean, but you'll probably reach the end a lot sooner and a lot less embarrassing than if you just shout people down and think, because I'm louder, I'm making more sense and I'm smarter. Higher volume doesn't equal more intellect. It just doesn't. Like, it's sad that we have to explain this at our big ages, but whatever. And the last one, this is like the last one. This is the one that actually irritates me, I think, the most, or at least one of the most. Like, it's definitely in the top 2. Is pick me girls. And I think a lot of people, if you've watched Backchat London, and you know who Esther is, that's a pick me girl to a T. All these girls who think I'm that girl that's down for the niggas, like I'm that girl that every nigga wants. She's usually unidentifiable without makeup, very loud. Like she's usually all of the other ones, all of them. Like if she's a pick me girl, she's all of the other things that I've discussed. That girl who just thinks that like I'm the girl that all the guys would want because I understand them. Like, why do guys have to text first? I'll be the one who texts you first. I am not afraid to pursue a man because it's 2019. Like all of these things, and like she's the one who will post those memes that guys will usually post, but she'll post it and be like, yeah, like girls get on my level, and girls will look at you like you're literally just you look thirsty. Like all these people, like first of all, like the example of like I'll approach a guy first. I will never ever approach a guy first. I will not. I did that. I'm traditional to that point. And like girls, like pick me girls as an example. I'm not saying it's bad if you want to do that, but okay. But like a pick me girl would be like,
guys would really find it attractive when you go out of your way and just like let them know that you're interested in them and like you really appreciate them. Like girls, we need to do better at doing this because when it comes to guys,
like anything that they talk about is to get a certain type of positive attention from a guy. Like in reality, you will get respect from just holding your own. And like they think they're the most confident in the world, but the thing is, confidence is silent. You don't need to be shouting down people's throats that you're confident and that you're this and that you're that. Like true confidence, as I've come to learn, is silent. You don't, if you really believe that about yourself, you don't need to constantly talk about it. That kind of pick me girl that's literally just the one, she's basically the spokesperson for guys, but nobody asked them to be. Like nobody asked you to say anything, but you're yelling at us, telling us this and this and this and this and that you are, that other girls should wish they were. You wish you were me. Esther from Backchat London is just the best example that I can think of. She thinks she can relate to everything. She's like, oh, I've experienced this, guys like this, I'm that. Like, and if a guy will say something, 99% of girls will be on this side, 99% of guys will be on this side. The pick me girl is right over here with the guys. Like, she'll literally just be over here. Like,
no, girls, you have to see it from their perspective.
And like, stop. Like, no. Like, no. You're not cute because you're, like, I don't want to say a dick rider, but you're not cute because you're literally riding all of their. Like, that's not cute. Like, it's not cute because you think, hey, I understand them. They're gonna want me more than they want you. No. They'll use you for like a little 1-2 screw and then they're done with you and they're gonna look for a woman they can actually wife. That's just how it is. Like, pick me girls, I don't think guys actually find them attractive for long term. Like, they don't. Like, at least the guys I've talked to. That's just my video on things that piss me off about girls. And like, you know what? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm saying I don't do those things. And like, let's just collectively not do them together. Like, let's be better. Yay, I know I need to fix my nails. I know, I'm sorry. It's been busy. It's a hot girl semester. I have a lot of stuff to do. Let me know if you want me to do stuff that pisses me off about guys, because I will probably do that anyways. But yeah, like, leave a like if you like the video. Leave a comment down below if you agree, if you don't agree with what these things are. And what are your thoughts? Like, what are things that you don't like that guys do, or that girls do, sorry. And yeah, let me know what you want to see next. Like it, share if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. So I'll see you guys later. Versachi's out. Bye. I'm so cold. I should have turned this thing off.